Big shout out to my man, David. And David, you say some women are so selfish. And you want me to come back and hit on this video, kind of like what I was talking about in the other video on dating a woman with kids. You say you married this woman who has 3 kids. You have no kids at all. And she makes just a little bit more money than you do, and you work 6 days a week plus overtime. And she always throwing a money issue in your face, talking about I make more money than you, and I always saying negative stuff to you, and matter of fact, by you having no kids, she throw that up in your face. And you say she is so selfish. And you know what, Big Dave, man? Not all women are like this. There are some beautiful, dynamic women out here that would love and appreciate somebody like you. See, and I know where you're coming from, bro, because I done been through this I don't know how many times in my life. You know, back in the day, your grandparents and Big Mom and them, they used to tell you like this: don't you go get nobody that ain't got no, don't go get nobody that got kids. You find your own kids and find your own wife. How many of y'all familiar with that? But see, nowadays, you rarely gonna find a woman without kids. We all know that. And if you do, you was just lucky. And I believe you, bro, that is selfish. Because just to be a single man with no kids, just taking her and taking care of another man's kids, you would think you would get credit for that off top. But that ain't enough. Now, I can see if you was just a lazy brother, don't work, ain't trying to work, sit up and smoke weed all day, all that kind of stuff. But you work, bro, 6 days a week plus overtime. See, some women are never satisfied, bro. Some people you can never satisfy them. They so much about themselves, and you're thinking about getting divorced. I feel you, man. Because like my boy T-Mont was saying in his video, what does this independent thing got to do with a marriage? When you become together husband and wife, it ain't no this, it's mine, I. It's one flesh, one. What's yours become hers, what's hers become yours. That way when you get to struggling, you struggle together. And I know some people married right now, there's some women that'll let their husband struggle. He might have got laid off and maybe making less money, like you say, and struggling, and will keep to themselves with their money and watch their own husband struggle. That ain't no marriage. Bible say to death do us to part, for better or for worse. See, it's always good when it's the better, but as soon as it turns to the worst, everybody get divorced. A lot of people jumping out, bailing out. And that is selfish, man. All you asked the woman to do was little stuff. Man. And I told you, like I said in the other video, see, you say the kids getting out of control and they ain't your kids and you're starting to feel mad and get angry. You're going to do that. Because you are raising somebody else's kid. And it's sad that a lot of these women won't even give you credit for taking in another man's children when they done lost they don't even want no relationship with their kids. Now, there are some men out there fighting trying to get their kids, but in your situation, the man ain't nowhere around. 3 different baby daddies. So you dealing with 3 different issues, 3 different children. And you saying, what should I do? Well, hey, only God can show you that, bro. But I can feel you, man, because I don't have no kids myself. And I done been in this situation, I can't even count on my hand no more. How many times I done dated a woman with kids, and they so stubborn. Yeah, not all of them, though. But some of them are so stubborn, they stuck on themselves, and they stuck on the ways that they've been doing things, and ain't no compromising. It's going to be their way or the highway. So in your situation, bro, it might be the highway. I'm not telling you what to do, but in my situation, it's always the highway. Yeah. Because when you are going to a house where there is no peace, you don't have no peace of mind, bro. A lot of these women are selfish. You don't have no kids at all. Man, I know some women that would kill to have you, man, and will appreciate you. It seems like so many women now, but they don't care. This woman got mad at me in my video because I said when she had a little son, she don't realize how she is making his son weak. When the son, he don't have no father figure, no male figure around, and you being up for that little boy and the 2 girls. Sad, man. I told her she was making him weak. He's sleeping in the bed when he's 6 years old, still sleeping in the bed with his mama. Still can't go to the restroom by herself. Still won't go into his room by herself. This goes on all the time, man. And they wonder why their child grow up sensitive. All that crying. Then next thing you know, they feminine and they turning gay. Because you wouldn't let the man be the man that God wanted him to be. Now you gone, see. Oh. See, you don't miss a good thing till it's gone. There's so many women sitting up right now mad at the choice they done made because they had a good man and that man done moved on and now the man done got married and done found his queen. And he ain't thinking about you when you had a chance to just do little simple stuff that the man asked you to do. Can't get no credit that he's taking care of some kids that ain't even his. Oh, and here's the other problem. You want your own little son, but she don't want to have no more kids. How selfish is that? But see, once again, though, Dave, this should have been established before the beginning. Yeah. That's why you figure out, you get an understanding, like me and my twins say, understanding make the world go round. You get an understanding with somebody before you start getting deep in these relationships. Look at what's going on at the beginning. But it's sad, a lot of women won't give you time. They see it their way. A lot of these women, they rush. They want you to be there for them, do this, do that. They ain't even caring about your feelings and what you need out of a relationship. Because it ain't even about you. It's about this I am independent thing. And then they made a song about independent. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with being independent, but a marriage is not about being independent. I need to know when I get married, if I get to struggling, my wife got my back. My wife get to struggling, I got her back. We are one. This ain't no marriage what's going on a lot of days. What's going on now is not marriage, it's agreements. It's you do for me, I do for you this. Oh yeah. It ain't no we in this together. No, it's I got my money and I'm doing what I want to do. You figure out what you're going to do with your money and this is how we going to do it. And that's why so many people are splitting up right now. Yeah. Because there is no respect, there is no understanding, and there is no God being the head of a lot of these people that's married nowadays. Not everybody. But I feel you, bro. It's a lot of selfish women out here because they only see one side. Well, this is the way I've been doing it for years before you even came on the scene. Well, what the hell did you sit up and pray to God to send you a husband for a godly man and you know you wasn't even ready for it? Oh, come on, can I keep it real? You've been crying and tossing and turning every night, going to bed by yourself, keeping your little children in your hands and your arms and making that try to take a place of a man. Oh, it'll never happen. What you gonna do, start sleeping with your children? No, God designed everybody to be here and have a helpmate. Yeah. Like the Bible teaches us. It ain't no this, I'm here, it's we together. One. We become one flesh like the Bible teaches us. But see, don't nobody look at the scriptures and don't nobody live by them. Because if you start living by the word of God, your marriage will be very successful. You living and doing your own will. But I feel you, bro. You asked me how I went through this so many times. I was talking about this in the other video. I have went through dating so many women with kids and it never worked out. Yeah. I just don't fit in because I am a godly man and I do things the way the scriptures say do it. And I try to be upfront. I'll be upfront at the beginning about how I am. Yeah. I can't tolerate no disrespectful kids, cussing their mamas out, no respect for a man. I can't tolerate that. So I move on. I can't tolerate a woman saying, this is how it's going to be. I did, and I'm no. I'm coming to the table with just myself. So I need to put my input in. Yeah. And be happy that it's a man here giving a damn about you and your kids that ain't even his. And he making money and trying to take care of you and your kids, and it still ain't enough. Oh, God Almighty, it ain't enough. But you know what, bro? Sometimes you can fight for something. See here, I'm finna say something. We always try to build up what God is trying to turn down. God have our blessings waiting on us. But sometimes, bro, we just can't see it. Because we are blinded by that woman that's in front of us. Oh. See, you can easily miss your blessing by putting your heart into somebody that don't even want you. Yeah. If a woman ain't going to love you for who you are and what you have, for being yourself, you don't need to be with them no way. If I can't be myself, I don't need that woman. No, you just a conflict in my life. Yeah. A ball of confusion, like the Temptations say in that song. Ball of confusion. I don't need no more confusion in my life. My life is hard enough as it is. And I always give my heart to a woman. Because I love to see a woman taking care of their kids. I love to be a part of a family. But see, I don't have kids of my own. And it's tough. Because when you don't have kids of your own, you going into a relationship where it's already set. And you going to have to fit in. Because 9 times out of 10, that woman don't want to change nothing. Because she been doing the same thing year after year, and you just coming by yourself. God Almighty. It's sad, man. It's sad and it's unfair. That's why I say, you would think, oh, big shout out to all the men that's doing this. Shout out to my man, Seneca Berry, man. You got a man taking, oh, my twin go through this. God Almighty. You got a man taking care of kids that ain't even his. You know it ain't his kids. And then got the DNA test, and the test said, you are not the father. And what do? Still step up as a man and take care of. That's still not enough, bro. Still not enough. And you got some women still putting their baby daddies on child support, and he's already taking care of the kids. You want to put him on child support, and you don't want to let him see the kids. I was talking about that in another video. How selfish is that? And how more hurt are these kids going to continue to keep being behind stupid mess like this? I had a blessing, but I let it go. Oh, good God Almighty. Bro, you keep doing what you're doing. Be the man that God needs you to be and follow what God tells you, man. Don't just listen to me. It's just my input, but I'm not in your situation. Do what God tells you to do, man. I can just talk about myself. I done moved on out of a lot of relationships like that because I just don't fit in, bro. I don't. Because when I speak my mind, just like I speak on real, this is how I talk in real life. When I speak my mind, so many women get offended when I'm just being straight up. I'm not even being hard or nothing. This is how I speak. This is me. This is what I expect out of you. And now you need to sit down and tell me what you expect out of me. If we can't sit down as a couple and discuss the do's and don'ts, and we can't agree on nothing, what in the world what we doing? Now I need to go on about my business. Because I'm not finna be with a woman that's just gonna say, this is how it's going to be. This is how it's being with me and my kids. You need to accept this or leave it alone. I'm going to leave it alone. No. What about me and what I want out of life? What about what I feel? What about what I'm bringing to the table? Yeah. But see, all of this don't matter nowadays. And then they start crying when they get that no good nigga that come in there, go upside their head and done got them pregnant. Then they back on their knees crying to God again. Lord, send me a Christian man. No, God don't need to send you nothing. Sit there and weep. And go to God when you serious. I'm so sick of people praying to God and telling God one thing and then they turn around and start doing their own will. No. God be trying to bless us a lot of time and we just don't even see it. Being with who we want to be with. He be sending us who we need and we miss it. Because standards, once again, standards are set too high, and oh, I'm independent, and oh, this the other killer. This is what I've been doing before you got here. So take it or leave it. I'm going to leave it. Yeah. This is why so many women stay by themselves. Like I tell the women that like to keep letting their little boys lay in the bed with them and wonder why these boys coming out so feminine, start sleeping with your little son. Yeah. If you think that's the man God had for you and you ain't letting no man in because of the bond you done had with your son and he's sitting around here feminine, sleep with your son. Oh, I'll make them mad in a heartbeat. Because once again, if you say you don't need no man, then you don't need God. You going up against God, like many men say, because God simply told us, a man that found a wife, found a good thing. God shows favor on that. God shows favor on the marriage. God didn't say everybody stay here by themselves. God didn't say women raise the children by yourself. God said we supposed to be one flesh. And you can't do it by yourself. And to the women that keep on thinking they can, I feel sorry for them. Now, not everybody, because there are some women that's letting these men in, thanking God that they got a good Christian man in their life. Got what they prayed for. But it's these other big-headed women that don't care. Yeah, they selfish. You coming to the table with no kids, and that ain't enough. It still can't be no compromising. Right, I feel you. I go through this a lot. That's why I'm still by myself. I hope I find somebody that don't have kids. Oh, I know I said a long time ago in my video, because it's rarely that I'm going to find a woman that don't have kids. Because it's hard getting in a relationship that's already set. That's just real talk. Because we don't fit in, bro. Yeah. And it's saying that you don't have no baby mama drama. You don't have no kids. You got a job. You got your own cars. You ain't hurting for nothing, and that still ain't enough. She want to throw up in her face. She make $80,000 a year. You don't make but 30 or 20,000. That's sad, bro. Yeah. I look at it like this. What do you want to deal with? Yeah. What are you? How much do? Oh, like my cousin Ashley say, how much do you value yourself? That's the question. That's the question to the world. How much women do you value yourself, and men? How much do you value yourself, and how high are your standards set? And I'm going to leave on that. God bless.